Hello class, this is Oscar Crawford, the instructor for your Christian Worldview class. I want to take just a short moment to talk to you about the discussion forum. A number of you have been concerned that you didn't get your full point credit for your discussion forum grade, and I want you to know the reason for this. And it has to do with if you didn't finish your discussion question response with a question, I deducted a tenth of a point for that. I've provided you detailed instructions on how to respond to your discussion questions. And I do that in preparation for when you will begin to write papers. For as you are managing your discussion question responses, that's very likely going to be the way that you write papers. So if you're having a hard time following the instructions for responding to discussion questions, writing papers may be a bit tough. So I want to have you adequately prepared for when you're going to begin to write papers in Module 4. That's going to be a major leap in the work that we're doing. So I want to review with you really quickly. I gave you a four-section sentence response to a discussion question where I ask you to use the language in the question to begin to form your response. That's very important. I mean, that tells me exactly what you're doing. You jump off really well, indicating that that's what you're going to be talking about. Take a couple of sentences to set that up, because I'm also saying to you that the minimum word count for this needs to be 120 to 150 words. Keep that in mind. So the first thing you're doing is you're starting off your response by using the language in the question to begin your response. Do a couple of sentences to set that up real well. Second, I want you to take the next couple of sentences to tell me why you said what you said in your opening. You've used the language in the question to begin to form your response, and you've moved on to telling me why you have said what you have said in your opening response. You're telling me why it's important to know, and then you're moving on to the next two sentences. Say why that's important for everybody to know. You told me why it's important to you. Now tell me why it's important for everybody who will read your response. Because you want to be relevant. You've been directed to be substantive, and what you're seeing in the background of this video is the why of the discussion question response format, and you're getting language there for that, and you're learning what Merriam-Webster's online dictionary says substantive is. It's real, essential, it's firm, it's permanent, and it's enduring. That's the way you want your response to be. You don't just want to throw words at this to get the requirement done because I hold you to a higher standard than that. Okay, the last thing you are to do in the posting of your response to a discussion question is you are to ask a question back to the class. This is a discussion. You can kill a discussion by not adding anything to it. Don't let that be you. Always end with a provocative question that's going to prompt more discussion from your classmates. All right, if at any time you're unclear about that expectation, please call me at 602-639-6690. This is Oscar Crawford, the instructor for your Christian Worldview class.